Right now on Good Morning Northwest, a new measure in Walla Walla is asking voters to approve a pair of levy proposals meant to help the school district. And a new bill in the state legislature aims to limit the impact of bots swooping in to buy event tickets for the express purpose of reselling them on third-party sites. And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Tuesday morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is now 5 a.m. on Tuesday, January 30th. Let's check in right away this morning on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. And Tiffany, what can we expect as we're waking up this morning?
Good morning, Jessica. It is another foggy start out there. We actually have that dense fog advisory in effect until noon. So a very similar morning to what you woke up to yesterday. And this includes all of our cities across the mid-Columbia. You can see visibility could drop below a quarter mile at times. We're not there just yet, and the visibility actually doesn't look too bad as we look outside of our Richland camera, coming in at 34 degrees. Very light wind, so we don't have to worry about a wind chill this morning. And because of the moisture in the ground, because of the light winds, that's why the fog has developed. Now in the Tri-Cities, visibility at 5 miles, so we're doing just fine. But if you go up toward Prosser and even up into Yakima and Ellensburg, visibility a little bit lower there, down to about a mile in Walla Walla, below a quarter of a mile in spots. So take it easy as you head out for your morning drive. Temperatures are in the middle 30s, 34 in the Tri-Cities, 34 in Prosser, 36 in Yakima, 37 in Walla Walla. And here's what you can expect today. Temperatures in the 30s this morning. The clouds and the fog linger all day long with highs in the middle 40s for Yakima, Tri-Cities, and Walla Walla. So a similar day compared to yesterday. Rain chances move in tomorrow. We'll break it down hour by hour coming up. Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And ballots are arriving for the February election in Washington, and voters in Walla Walla are being asked to approve 2 levy proposals, this in support of the school district. Apple Valley News Now's Alyssa Warner spoke to officials about what's at stake.
Walla Walla Public Schools is asking voters to approve a levy that's been around for decades, but does have to be reapproved every 4 years. And even though it might be routine, officials say the stakes are high.
If you want programs like our award-winning drama programs or music programs, you'd like to have extra counselors in your school, you'd like to have library media specialists or PE teachers at the elementary level, or athletics. All of those are funded by the local levy.
But there are 2 funding proposals on the ballot this February. The second is something new, a capital levy, asking voters to sign off on paying an additional 38 cents per $1,000 of assessed property value to fund some major changes to athletic fields, tracks, and tennis courts at Walla Walla's public schools.
For example, at Pioneer Middle School, we are the only middle school in our region that has a gravel cinder track. We'd like to have an all-weather track over there. And then also something really critical is we're looking to put lights on our baseball and softball fields. We have a beautiful complex for these sports, but we don't have lights. And so that means kids have to get out of school too early. They miss too much school, and it makes it very difficult for their parents to come and support their activities because they have to get off of work early.
It's not just about the lights, though. School officials are hoping to build an entire new sports complex at Walla Walla High School for a variety of reasons.
We currently have our football program over at Burlesky Stadium, and that stadium's been around since the 1920s. And we pay about $100,000 a year for 4 home football games and a couple of other, freshman football games and powder puff and that type of thing. We'd like to have that on our own campus. When it comes to safety, we really find that the overuse of our fields, our natural grass fields, do compromise safety. Because they become slick, they're very muddy, and they just don't hold up to the wear and tear of a high school program. For all the use in a high school that our fields get, we need a turf field so that it maintains its integrity, so it's safe to play on, and it also provides us just an opportunity to be competitive with the Mid-Columbia Conference, which all of those schools are already playing on turf fields.
Now, while these fields are open to the public, there's potential that funding a change could have an impact on the wider community as well.
We would have a facility that could host playoffs here in Walla Walla, and not just for our school, but for surrounding schools. They could come right here to Walla Walla. We would have the benefit of having that to be part of our community. For for part of our tourism base and part of just the whole atmosphere of what makes Walla Walla such a neat place to come and visit, rather than having to have people go out of town to do those activities.
Thank you, Alyssa. And you can fill out your ballot, sign it, and either drop it in the mail or take it to a ballot drop box. And that's anytime between now and February 13th. The district says if the capital levy passes, they're prepared to start working on the new improvements almost immediately. And Washington is going back to a bill that aims to help residents purchase event tickets after last year's attempt wasn't approved by the House. House Bill 1648, or the T-Swift Act, began after last year's Eras Tour tickets were bought by bots. This led to increased ticket prices, making tickets unaffordable for many people. So Washington is looking to help protect people during the ticket buying process. Megan Mulvihill, one of the committee members working on the bill, says this bill will not only help eliminate bots purchasing and reselling tickets, but also hidden fees in ticket purchasing.
First, it creates a ticket sales license administered by the Department of Licensing that must be obtained to engage in the business of a ticket seller, ticket reseller, or ticket resale marketplace, each of which are defined, and there are 10 exclusions to this requirement. Second, it requires licensees to make several disclosures to consumers as part of the ticket sale or resale process, including disclosing the total amount a consumer will be charged for an admission ticket, including all fees. Third, it places certain limits on ticket sales, including limiting the sale of non-transferable admission tickets, limiting the use of specific types of website names, limiting the circumstances when someone may resell a ticket they do not yet own or possess. Fourth, it extends the existing prohibition on the use or sale of bots software to also prohibit a person from knowingly reselling a ticket obtained using such prohibited software. And finally, it creates a per se violation of the Consumer Protection Act for two aspects of the bill.
If approved, the bill means people won't be able to resell a ticket obtained using prohibited software or engage in unauthorized speculative ticket sales. And later on Good Morning Northwest, we'll take a look at where the state is now with this bill. And there's a congressional hearing on protecting the lower Snake River dams scheduled for later today. Last month, the Biden administration announced a plan to spend over $1 billion over the next decade to help recover salmon populations in the region and how to offset the benefits of 4 dams on the Snake River if Congress would ever agree to dismantle them. Eastern Washington Representative Kathy McMorris Rogers is spearheading the hearing. A new judge is set to take the place of Judge Richard Barthel, and that's next year, as Judge Barthel announced his intention not to run for re-election after 12 years as a Yakima Superior Court judge. Ever since being appointed by former Governor Christine Gregoire back in 2012, Judge Barthel has run unopposed in every election since. According to Barthel, his biggest challenges have been changes in Washington state law, like the landlord-tenant laws that have been changed in recent years. His biggest accomplishments, however, is his involvement in the court's pretrial release program. And since he's not running for re-election, his last date will be January 10th of 2025.
January 10th is a special day for me because it'll be my 70th birthday. And I think at that point in time, it's about time to move on to bigger and better adventures.
Coming up later on Good Morning Northwest, we'll hear from Judge Barthel himself on who he wants to replace him as the next Yakima County Superior Court judge. Perry Technical Foundation has raised over $179,000 in scholarship money for students at Perry Tech through its annual Win a Home campaign. Students from the construction, electrical, HVAC, and plumbing get hands-on experience by building a home together every year. If raffle ticket purchases eclipse $500,000, somebody wins that home. This year it only made it to $358,000, so half was raffled off in a 50-50 raffle over the weekend. But the other half is going to help students.
It helps students tremendously. We've been able to increase our awards substantially each year because of the raffle. We've had periods where every student who applies, they might be receiving a scholarship.
The house will be sold and the profits from the sale will be used to cover building costs and go towards funding in the next Win a Home project. Alexandra Lozano Immigration Law donated more than 200 winter coats to the Yakima School District yesterday to help students in need. According to the firm's CEO and founder, many of the firm's employees have ties to Barge Lincoln Elementary School. ALIL is a national award-winning law practice and is the largest humanitarian immigration law firm in the U.S., which serves the Latino community exclusively. Their goal is to give every undocumented person in the U.S. legal status. Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, a new study uncovers rare cases of possible Alzheimer's. And that's transmission in recipients of a discontinued medical treatment. And now taking a look at SkyCam, it's looking kind of foggy. Hopefully that clears up soon. And we'll be back with more headlines right after this.
If you sleep in your socks, you're a psychopath.
But halfway through the night,
You kick
then
'em
I
off.
kick them off.
All
so
right.
I'm only a half a psychopath.
That's Clyde, Bryce Dallas Howard. Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Okay, so I'm not sure I could even talk about this, but US Cellular has a new deal where you can get any phone for free. Seriously, wow.
You're so right. That's a totally awesome deal.
I know it's not my business, but I just had to tell you.
My business sense says that's a great deal.
Yeah, maybe we should all keep this to ourselves. No selfies.
Excuse me, it's work. Talk to me.
What a boss.
Get any phone free when you switch to US Cellular. US Cellular, built for us. Are you an experienced machinist? We have a job for you. Pasco Machine is hiring now. We offer generous wages, overtime, double time, full medical, paid holidays, and 4-day work schedule. Apply online today at pascomachine.com.
Have you heard? Tempur-Pedic sleep is better sleep.
With innovative memory foam developed by NASA, Tempur-Pedic mattresses reduce motion transfer,
Which means less tossing and turning so you can sleep undisturbed through the night. But which Tempur-Pedic is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. Or get a $300 gift when you purchase any qualifying Tempur-Pedic. And rest easy knowing it's backed by our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Shop Denver Mattress today, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer.
Spectrum Mobile brings you our best deal to start the new year. Now you can get unlimited mobile for $15 per line. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line with no added taxes or hidden fees and no contracts. Save over $1,400 for the first year. Call 855-231-7007. Spectrum Mobile includes nationwide 5G and the fastest wireless speeds with unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line. Call 855-231-7007 or visit a Spectrum store near you.
When you come up here, it's worlds away because we're Idaho's crown jewel.
The majesty of Priest Lake.
People love coming to Priest Lake in the wintertime.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
This is our city.
When you're not strong.
We're here to protect people. This crew attacked our people in their homes. I need to see this through. We have a new family of brothers and sisters. Remember that.
Somebody to
Next DT. Nearly 4 decades after We Are the World, we're with Lionel Richie revealing stories you never knew.
I am telling you, I freaked myself out.
Next DT.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now. Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have an important prescription drug recall to pass along. Azurity Pharmaceuticals has recalled some of its ADHD and narcolepsy medicine after a different drug ended up in the pill bottle. The company says it issued the recall after some of its Zenzetti tablets had an antihistamine medicine, carbenoxamine maleate, and that was mixed in the package. Zenzetti is a stimulant used for the treatment of ADHD and narcolepsy. Carbenoxamine maleate is a sedative and has the opposite effect of a stimulant. The recall warned people who take the antihistamine instead of Zenzetti could experience drowsiness, and that could put patients at risk of getting into an accident or injuring themselves. The company says it has not received reports of anybody getting hurt because of the medicine mix-up. Also, a new study suggests Alzheimer's disease may be transmissible in certain very rare circumstances. It found that early onset dementia symptoms in 5 adults may be connected to a now discontinued human growth hormone medical treatment that they received decades ago as kids. The 5 adults had growth hormone deficiency as children and received pituitary growth hormones prepared in a specific way from cadavers. The study provides the first reported evidence of medically acquired Alzheimer's disease in living people. In these cases, the early onset dementia symptoms may be the result of the possible transmission of an amyloid beta protein, and that's a key component of Alzheimer's disease when it forms plaques in the brain. The findings do not suggest Alzheimer's is contagious, nor that they spread like viral or bacterial infections. The researchers are not suggesting it can be transmitted in everyday activities or modern-day routine medical care. An expert not involved in the study adds the public has nothing to fear, and that's because the type of human growth hormone treatment examined in the study is no longer in clinical practice. The study was published Monday in the Journal of Nature Medicine. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, a South Carolina judge has come to a decision on Alex Murdaugh's request for a retrial Monday in the homicides of his wife and son. And taking a look at the sky cam, meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have more with that first alert full forecast when we come back.
KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Country fried steak, $5.99, Wednesdays only at KFC.
Have you ever had a day like this? Bad days are why we got in the game. Capuzza Lighty, accident injury lawyers.
I help women with health issues, things like birth control, prenatal care, any GYN issue, and I really enjoy that. I love being a midwife. We try to personalize the care for each patient and individualize it. It's not one size fits all. Everybody has their own individual care plan.
Does your phone have the Apple Valley News Now app? With top local stories, first alert weather, and an easy way to enter our contests. Make Apple Valley News Now your go-to information app. Search and download on the App Store or Google Play. Meet David Silva of Athena, Oregon.
You're doing something the others aren't doing.
He's an Apple Valley News Now viewer.
The folks, the faces that you have, they're friendly, they're easy to listen to.
And a Stacey Lee fan.
Stacey Lee covers the whole basin. It's nice to turn on the TV.
Good Friday evening to you.
And know that we're going to hear the weather at Walla Walla and Pendleton.
From the Blues to the Cascades. First alert weather with Stacey Lee.
She's there for all of us.
On your side.
What's your emergency? I'm on a cruise ship! There was an explosion! I have your location. Help is on the way.
It's the Stay and Ski giveaway as Apple Valley News Now and Schweitzer Mountain Resort give away 2 nights and 4 lift tickets to Schweitzer. Check the contest page at Apple Valley News Now for your chance to win. Stay and Ski from Schweitzer Mountain Resort and Apple Valley News Now.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W.
The majesty of Priest Lake. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight. From Apple Valley News Now, first alert weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning. Hope your Tuesday is off to a good start. Just like yesterday morning, we have patchy dense fog all across the region. Dense fog advisory in effect once again for mainly all of our cities until noon. And this is where we could see visibility drop to below 1/4 of a mile at times. We're okay right now as we look outside of our Richland camera. Visibility not too low. We could clearly see the buildings and the cars in the background there. 34 degrees. The temperatures are likely only going to drop another degree if they even do so because of the clouds and the fog out there. So we're not going to get any colder as the morning progresses. Right now visibility is at 5 miles in the Tri-Cities, but look at Prosser and Hermiston. So along I-82 there, you could encounter some spots where visibility is below 1/4 of a mile. Yakima and Ellensburg, we have around 1 to 3 miles. In Walla Walla, that looks like where there's another area of dense fog in the region. Temperatures are sitting above the freezing mark everywhere, so that's good news. So like yesterday morning, we don't have to worry about any freezing fog. It's 37 in Walla Walla, it's 34 in the Tri-Cities, 34 in Hanford, 34 in Connell, and 36 degrees in Yakima. Winds are very light, and there's actually some very light rain just north of Yakima this morning. So right over the Ellensburg area, and these showers will be impacting the Yakima Valley throughout the day today. But the rest of us likely staying dry, cloudy, and foggy throughout your Tuesday. Zooming things out, most of the moisture still staying off to our west today. Now the area of high pressure will weaken as we head into tomorrow, and that's going to allow the moisture off to the west to move a little bit farther east, bringing up our rain chances as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. So let's get right to our futurecast. We do have some showers possible this morning in Ellensburg and also Yakima. That shower activity will contain or will stay to our west, I should say, west of the Tri-Cities throughout the day today, with high temperatures only climbing into the middle 40s. So similar to what we saw yesterday, 45 for a high in Tri-Cities, 45 in Prosser, 46 in Hanford, and we should make it up to 44 in Walla Walla. Tonight, notice how the showers continue on a scattered basis, but most of the activity still stays west of the Tri-Cities and west of Hermiston. So Ellensburg, Yakima, Sunnyside, the Dalles, you're looking at a rainy night tonight with temperatures falling into the upper 30s by tomorrow morning. So all that precipitation falling in the form of rain. Tomorrow morning, it'll be a rainy commute for many of you as those showers finally push east, moving into the Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, and Pendleton. The rain will be scattered on and off throughout the day and will be on the light side. We're only looking at 1/10 of an inch, maybe 1/4. This is all the way through Friday. If we do see some higher totals, it'll likely be over toward Toppenish and Yakima, where those spots could see maybe 1/2 an inch of rain through the end of the week. Here's your 7-day forecast. Cloudy, foggy today. Best chance for rain in the Tri-Cities tomorrow and into Thursday. Looking drier as we head into the weekend. Yakima, a couple of showers possible today. Better chances tomorrow. And then those rain chances coming down Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Walla Walla, our best chance of rain looks to be on Thursday, a little bit later in the period, and Friday, keeping a slight chance in on the weekend, a little bit cooler. Hermiston, we have a better chance tomorrow with those rain chances really dropping off by the end of the week. Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And continuing coverage, disgraced South Carolina attorney Alex Murdaugh will not get a new murder trial. That's a decision from a judge after a dramatic day of testimony in court. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has the latest.
This morning, Alec Murdaugh's lawyers are vowing to appeal a judge's ruling denying Murdaugh a new trial in the murders of his wife and son. Murdaugh's lawyers claim a court clerk with a lucrative book deal tampered with the jury before last year's verdict.
Becky Hill attempted to influence these jurors, that she made these statements.
One of those jurors took the stand yesterday. At first, she seemed to agree with the claim that clerk Becky Hill influenced the verdict.
To me, it felt like she made it seem like he was already guilty.
Did that affect your finding of guilty in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
But that juror later took back those comments and said it was actually other jurors that swayed her. Hill also took the stand, acknowledging her deal to write a book about the trial, netted about $100,000. Hill's friend, also a court employee, testified they discussed plans for the book before the trial.
She said we might want to write a book because she needed a lake house and I needed to retire. And then further conversations, a guilty verdict would sell more books.
But on the stand, Hill said this when asked about trying to persuade the jury.
I never talked to the jurors about any of the evidence.
The judge eventually ruled the allegations about Hill's behavior are not enough to grant Murdaugh a new trial. But the judge had these stern words for Hill.
Ms. Hill was attracted by the siren call of celebrity. She wanted to write a book about the trial and expressed that as early as November 2022, long before the trial began.
Murdaugh's lawyers say they're confident the appeals court will grant a new trial, but South Carolina's Attorney General said, quote, time to move on. And when we return on Good Morning Northwest, a potential breakthrough from Elon Musk's company Neuralink, as the first human brain has received the company's controversial implant.
Next extra, Chris Pratt's Battle of the Stash, Helen Mirren's food fight, and Suds on a beach with Messi, the Super Bowl ads stacked with stars, and the spot-tackling Pete Davidson's dating life. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Lean on me
This is our city.
when you're not.
We're here to protect people. We have a new family of brothers and sisters. Remember that.
Lean on me.
Need a new best friend? Then check out Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, where each Wednesday you'll meet lovable pets from shelters that are looking for their forever homes. Operation Best Friend from Windermere Group 1 and Apple Valley News Now.
Car wreck? I'm here to help you.
His caring and supportive nature created a bond, and he shares that with every client he has.
Stacy always says really good things about me.
I got T-boned at an intersection. Ended up having a back injury. Mariano got me about 50 times more than I thought I was going to get.
I did my best, and she got way more than she expected.
Can't thank Mariano enough. I mean, he is the guy.
Call 853-2222.
Dear All-Wheel Drive, let's show the road what we've got. Snowy streets, we're coming for you. Icy grip, we're holding tight. Wintry mix, meh. Safety's the name of our game. Yours, Toyota All-Wheel Drive Sedans.
Toyota has 22 all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, more than any other brand. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At Goodwill, we're more than just a store. We believe in the power of community. Our devoted team of employees, working hand in hand with local business partners, unite to create opportunities for all. Within Goodwill's Employment Connection Center is a free walk-in job search assistance program that assists job seekers in crafting resumes, preparing for interviews, and grants access to community resources and information. We're not just building careers, we're building bridges that strengthen our community.
Goodwill, where your purchases and donations transform your community.
In life's delicate moments, turn to the compassionate experts at Tri-Cities Chaplaincy. Whether it's hospice, palliative, or grief care for adults and children, we are here for you in Benton and Franklin counties. And the best part, our grief support comes at no cost to you. When life gets tough, we're here to guide you, ensuring you live your best life, even through the toughest moments. Visit us today at tccbestlife.org.
It's Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. Even if you've been vaccinated against HPV, keep getting screened until age 65. Get more at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Becky Morris at Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic. Visit prosserhealth.org. ET and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Moving now to a potential breakthrough involving a company owned by Elon Musk and a brain implant that could dramatically improve the lives of thousands of people. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the details.
This morning, Elon Musk announcing that for the first time, his company Neuralink has implanted a brain chip in a human.
Musk saying the person is recovering well. Initial results show promising neuron spike detection. Neuralink's goal is to help paralysis patients communicate by connecting their brain to a computer.
The device is designed to interpret your neural activity so you can operate a computer or a smartphone by simply thinking.
People paralyzed from stroke, from traumatic brain injury, or a spinal cord injury could see the benefits.
This would be a major game changer if it were to be proven to be safe and effective.
The FDA approved Neuralink for human tests last May after years of testing on animals.
Here's one electrode on one thread that when we stimulate causes a flexion movement of the leg.
The company demonstrated the ability of its implants to stimulate movement.
As you can see, Pager is amazingly good at mind pong.
Allowing a monkey to play a video game.
And what better reward for a monkey than a banana?
Musk says the first human users will be people who've lost the use of their limbs. But speaking about the long term, he said, imagine if Stephen Hawking could communicate faster than a speed typist or auctioneer. That is the goal.
I really do think that in my lifetime as a physician, I'll be able to use this type of technology to help my patients, and I cannot wait for that day to come.
Neuralink's engineers aren't the only ones turning science fiction into reality. Researchers elsewhere helped this man, paralyzed in an accident, walk again thanks to implants in his brain and spine. And in August, this woman who had lost her voice to paralysis was able to have a conversation with her husband again thanks to a mind-controlled avatar.
Do not make me laugh.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
And experts warn much more testing and research is needed before any kind of widespread use of these devices. And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, the 3 U.S. service members killed in a drone strike in Jordan have been identified. And the House of Representatives has been subpoenaed in an investigation into the misuse of federal funds.
In today's Tech Bites, ads have arrived in Amazon Prime Video. Users are now seeing commercials in movies and shows. Amazon says the ads will be limited, but if that's too much, viewers can always pay $3 per month to go ad-free. Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, is going to start sharing social media data with researchers who study online well-being. The announcement of the partnership comes ahead of Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg's appearance at a congressional hearing about children's online safety. Finally, TikTok is encouraging its creators to make some changes. It's asking them to start posting horizontal videos instead of vertical ones, and videos that are more than a minute long. As an incentive, TikTok will boost those videos within 3 days, ensuring more views. I tried to post a horizontal video, but it kept uploading on a vertical axis. I don't know why. Those are your Tech Bites.
You must know what it's like. Baby, you must know what it's like to love somebody, the way I love you. Febreze.
I use Febreze fabric refresher every day to make my home smell amazing. On my bed, my couch, my jacket or jeans, in between washes, even shoes. Febreze doesn't cover up odors with scent, but fights them and freshens. Over 1,000 uses. Febreze fabric refresher.
Sore throat got your tongue? Mucinex Insta-Sue Sore Throat Medicated Drops. Uniquely formulated for rapid relief that lasts and lasts.
That's my baby!
Get Mucinex Insta-Sue. It's comeback season.
Searching for your ideal hotel? Well, Trivago does all the work for you and instantly compares prices from hundreds of booking sites. Compare prices for the same hotel. Save up to $30 a night. Hotel Trivago.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, President Biden is considering U.S. military strikes in the Middle East after a drone attacked an Army base in Jordan, killing 3 service members. And the Department of Justice has subpoenaed the House for a misuse of funds issue. And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us on Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is now 5:34 on January 30th. We're going to start things off by checking in with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, can we expect more fog as we're waking up this morning?
We do have more fog out there, Jessica, just like we did yesterday morning, and it's locally dense in some spots. So take it easy as you head off to work. Allow for a little bit of extra travel time and be alert for visibility changes. We do have that dense fog advisory in effect until noon today for everyone, for visibilities below 1/4 mile. So it could be locally thick this morning. In Richland, from this vantage point, really doesn't look too bad. But keep in mind, this is just one location. It varies significantly from location to location. And Prosser, Hermiston, Walla Walla, now visibility down to 1/4 mile in those locations. We're down to about 1 mile in Yakima, still doing okay in the Tri-Cities, with a 5-mile visibility being reported at the airport. Temperatures are above freezing, so no freezing fog to worry about. We're in the mid to upper 30s. And here's the forecast for the Tri-Cities. Fog will linger. Visibility will improve this afternoon. Highs in the middle 40s, so almost a carbon copy of what we saw yesterday. Yakima, fog. There could actually be a few passing showers today. Highs around 46. And in Walla Walla, we're dry but foggy. Temperatures topping out around 44 degrees. Rain moves in tomorrow. We'll let you know when you'll need the rain gear and how long for coming up. Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And President Biden is carefully considering how to respond after a drone attack in Jordan killed 3 American troops service members. But it comes as ABC News is learning U.S. forces may have mistaken the enemy drone for an American one, allowing it to pass through air defense systems unchallenged. ABC's M. Wynn has the latest.
This morning, President Biden facing a difficult balancing act as he considers the risks of U.S. military strikes in the Middle East after a drone attacked an army base in Jordan, killing 3 U.S. service members. Specialist Breonna Moffett, Specialist Kennedy Sanders, and Sergeant William Jerome Rivers. Moffett celebrated her 23rd birthday 9 days before she was killed, her mother telling CNN.
She just light up a room whenever she walks in.
At least 34 others were injured in the attack blamed on Iranian-backed militants Sunday. A senior official telling ABC News the working theory is the enemy drone slipped past air defenses because it may have been mistaken for a U.S. drone that was landing at the same time. The U.S. likely factoring in that potential failure into their response. Iran has denied any involvement. According to U.S. officials, there have been at least 165 attacks on U.S. forces in the region since Israel's war with Hamas broke out in October, all of them blamed on Iran-backed militants. President Biden held an urgent meeting with his national security team yesterday after vowing to retaliate. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin echoing the president's remarks, speaking for the first time since his hospitalization.
The president and I will not tolerate attack on U.S. forces, and we will take all necessary actions to defend the U.S. and our troops.
But for any strikes inside Iran, a senior U.S. official says Biden has deep misgivings, fearing the conflict could further escalate.
Meanwhile, hopes for a 2-month ceasefire between Israel and Hamas may have hit a roadblock. Hamas has reportedly rejected the deal, insisting on only a permanent ceasefire in exchange for releasing hostages. And the Justice Department issued a grand jury subpoena for documents to the Sergeant at Arms for the U.S. House of Representatives. The House clerk on Monday read a letter on the floor from the Sergeant at Arms informing the chamber of the subpoena. According to a source familiar with the matter, the subpoena involves a Democratic member and the misuse of funds. The identity of the member was not immediately clear, nor were additional details regarding the alleged misuse of the funds, except that it had to do with security. The Justice Department declined to comment. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, the Super Bowl is the biggest sporting event in the United States, which means it's not cheap to run, and this year's Super Bowl is shaping up to be one of the most expensive in years. And taking a look at SkyCam, it's still looking a little foggy and getting a little light out there. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have more in that first alert full forecast. We'll be right back.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
Remodeling your kitchen? Fred's has the latest in kitchen appliances from GE Cafe on sale.
With a variety of custom cafe colors and options, makes it easy to personalize your kitchen.
And when it's time for cleanup, the GE Cafe dishwasher offers loading flexibility and a reversing wash arm to clean every inch of your dishes.
Get up to $2,000 in rebates in GE Cafe appliances.
Come in and see the great selection of cafe kitchen packages at Fred's.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction, it's too expensive to remodel your bath. Fact, with Bathfitter's hundreds of design options, you'll get the bath you want to fit your budget. Fiction, bath remodels take forever and tear the house apart. Fact, Bathfitter installation takes just 1 day to fit your schedule. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Meet David Silva of Athena, Oregon.
You're doing something the others aren't doing.
He's an Apple Valley News Now viewer.
The folks, the faces that you have, they're friendly, they're easy to listen to.
And a Stacey Lee fan.
Stacey Lee covers the whole basin. It's nice to turn on the TV.
Good Friday evening to you.
And know that we're going to hear the weather at Walla Walla and Pendleton.
From the Blues to the Cascades. First Alert Weather with Stacey Lee.
She's there for all of us.
On your side.
Once upon a time, 4 superstars went on a long journey.
Follow the Golden Ticket Road.
They searched hometowns big and small, leaving no voice unheard.
I can see brighter things ahead.
What's that?
That's Hollywood, where all dreams come true.
There's no place like American Idol.
Season premiere Sunday, February 18th on ABC and stream on Hulu.
If you sleep in your socks, you're a psychopath.
But halfway through the night,
you kick
then
them
I
off.
kick them off.
All
so
right.
I'm only a half a psychopath.
That's Clyde, Bryce Dallas Howard.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
The Majesty of Priest Lake. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We now know the teams headed to Super Bowl 58. The Kansas City Chiefs will take on the San Francisco 49ers in Las Vegas on Sunday, February 11th. The last time these two teams faced off in the Super Bowl was 2019 when the Chiefs won. And this year's big game is already proving to be one of the most expensive. Jen Sullivan explains why prices are soaring.
Super Bowl 58 is set. The San Francisco 49ers taking on defending Super Bowl champs, the Kansas City Chiefs.
At the end of the day, we want to compete. We want to go out there and win.
49er fans ecstatic following Sunday's nail-biter win over the Detroit Lions.
It was incredible. I got a little nervous in the first half.
It was awesome. Instant classic for sure.
Fan enthusiasm soaring, and so are ticket prices. As of Monday morning, the get-in price was $8,188, which is 51% more expensive than the get-in price for the Super Bowl this time last year. According to StubHub, the most expensive ticket listed is more than $85,000 and includes a VIP package. With the Super Bowl being hosted in Las Vegas, that too could drive up prices since it's a major tourist destination. And there's no denying that Taylor Swift's presence at this year's big game will also impact the prices as she cheers on her boyfriend, Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce.
You gotta fight for your right to party!
The singer has already helped break NFL viewership records. Last week's playoff game between the Chiefs and the Bills was the most watched divisional playoff game in history. Airlines are also seizing on the hype. American Airlines and United both adding special flights between Kansas City and Las Vegas with special flight numbers like 1989, a nod to the year Swift was born and her most popular album. I'm Jen Sullivan.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, we take a look at the latest trailer for the new Ghostbusters movie featuring a few familiar faces. And taking a look at the sky cam right now, it's looking like it's clearing up. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have more in that first alert full forecast. We'll be right back.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Hey! Country fried steak, $5.99 Wednesdays only at KFC.
Next DT. Nearly 4 decades after We Are the World, we're with Lionel Richie revealing stories you never knew.
I am telling you, I freaked myself out.
Next DT.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Those went fast. Okay, now what do we say?
Cook 'em, flip 'em, enjoy 'em.
Cook, flip, enjoy what?
Ajinomoto authentic Japanese goizers.
Gyoza.
Cook 'em, flip 'em, enjoy 'em. New Ajinomoto authentic Japanese style gyoza. Crispy, juicy, on your table in minutes.
And what do we call them? That'll do.
New Ajinomoto authentic Japanese style gyoza exclusively at Costco.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through March 31st, receive rebates up to $1,600 off on a new Daikin Fit system and thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
At Goodwill, we're more than just a store. We believe in the power of community. Our devoted team of employees, working hand in hand with local business partners, unite to create opportunities for all. Within Goodwill's Employment Connection Center is a free walk-in job search assistance program that assists job seekers in crafting resumes, preparing for interviews, and grants access to community resources and information. We're not just building careers, we're building bridges that strengthen our community.
Goodwill, where your purchases and donations transform your community.
2 iconic rock bands, 1 night of history. The Marshall Tucker Band, Jefferson Starship. Live on Cloud 9 Tour. Saturday, March 9th, the Legends Casino Hotel, Toppenish. All the hits. All the history. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster and Legends Casino Gift Shop. The Legends Casino Hotel, Toppenish. Saturday, March 9th.
When you come up here, it's worlds away because we're Idaho's crown jewel.
The majesty of Priest Lake.
People love coming to Priest Lake in the wintertime.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning. Hope your Tuesday is off to a good start. We have fog once again that has developed all across the mid-Columbia region. Visibility could drop to below a quarter of a mile at times. We're seeing that right now in some locations. That's why the National Weather Service has issued a dense fog advisory until noon today. It's not looking too bad in Richland at this point. Visibility looking okay. Tri-Cities has actually dropped to 3 miles, but we're still looking at visibility below a quarter of a mile in Prosser, Hermiston, all the way into Walla Walla. So take it easy if you're driving to or from these areas to work this morning. Allow for some extra travel time and be alert for rapidly changing visibility out there. Temperatures are above freezing, so that's a good sign. It's 33 in the Tri-Cities, 37 in Walla Walla, 41 in Dayton, 34 in Hanford, 34 in Connell, and 37 in Yakima, 34 in Ellensburg, where we do have some very light rain falling at this time, and we could see a little bit of that light rain push into Yakima this morning. But the best chance for any light showers will be across the Yakima Valley during the day today. I think the rest of us just staying cloudy and foggy. Here's the big picture. We do have a little bit of moisture starting to push onto the coast of Oregon and into portions of southwestern Washington, as our jet stream, the large dip in the jet stream, I should say, is still just offshore. Now, high pressure still in control somewhat over our weather, but this dip in the jet stream is going to push eastward tomorrow. Therefore, our rain chances will be going up all across the region, and I'm going to show you why. Here's our future track, hour by hour. A little bit of light rain in Ellensburg throughout the morning hours could extend down into Yakima. You can see that around lunchtime. And then as we go throughout the day, the rest of the region, just cloudy and foggy, high temperatures in the middle 40s. This is what we saw yesterday. So today, a very similar day to yesterday. 45 for your high temperature in the Tri-Cities, 44 in Walla Walla, 44 in Hermiston, and 46 degrees in Yakima. Overnight tonight, the showers start to move a little bit farther east. I think the best chances for rain overnight will still be west of the Tri-Cities, still west of Hermiston, so primarily impacting Ellensburg, Yakima, and down into Sunnyside. And the rain is going to be on the light side for the most part. Overnight, temperatures only drop into the mid to upper 30s, so all that precipitation falling in the form of just rain. So roads will probably be wet in the morning for a good chunk of you, and if it's not raining in the morning for your commute tomorrow, well, the rain will be pushing in, so you will need that rain gear. We're looking at scattered light showers on and off throughout the day tomorrow, with high temperatures back in the middle 40s. So no big day-to-day temperature swings in our 7-day forecast. Those rain chances back for the Tri-Cities tomorrow and Thursday, then really dropping as we wrap up the week and trending drier as we head into the weekend. Yakima 46 today with that chance for a couple of showers. Much better chances tomorrow, and then maybe a few lingering showers Thursday, but drying out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, trending a little bit cooler by the weekend as well. But like I said, no big ups and downs in the temperature department. 44 today with fog in Walla Walla. A chance for showers tomorrow. Better chances for Walla Walla and our easternmost communities on Thursday. Hermiston 44 today. That chance for showers with rain chances tapering off Thursday and Friday. Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. In your entertainment news now, a double blast from the past in movie news. Here's David Daniel with the Hollywood Minute.
We might be looking at a second ice age.
We're gonna need all the help we can get.
Let's get to work.
Can I be of any help? Melnitz in uniform. Yeah.
The original Busters are back to help the new generation battle supernatural evil in the latest trailer for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. The mystery comedy adventure crosses generations, but don't cross the streams when it debuts in theaters March 22nd.
Do you really want to go and live in that hotel for the winter?
Sure I do. It'll be lots of fun.
If your idea of fun includes horror films like The Shining, head to Estes Park, Colorado. The horror studio Blumhouse is launching what it calls a mini Academy Museum dedicated to horror at the Stanley Hotel. Stephen King spent a night at the hotel before writing The Shining and has cited it as an inspiration for his iconic novel. So take a vacation. Remember, all work and no play. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
I think I'd want to check that hotel out, so I hope it opens soon. And when we return on Good Morning Northwest, it's been almost 80 years since the end of World War II, and one veteran is still hard at work making sure his story is passed down.
This week, just look who's saying
Good Morning America.
Emma Stone, Demi Moore, Dua Lipa and Henry Cavill,
Good morning, America.
Usher, and Megan Thee Stallion on
Good morning, America!
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
Okay, so I'm not sure I could even talk about this, but US Cellular has a new deal where you can get any phone for free. Seriously, wow.
You're so right. That's a totally awesome deal.
I know it's not my business, but I just had to tell you.
My business sense says that's a great deal.
Yeah, maybe we should all keep this to ourselves. No selfies.
Excuse me, it's work. Talk to me.
What a boss.
Get any phone free when you switch to US Cellular. US Cellular, built for us.
Are you looking for a new car that's sporty, fun, practical, with great fuel efficiency? Check out the 2023 Kia Forte LXS at Overturf Kia and make a bold impression when you ride in style. Now, just $19,999. Plus, get 3.9% interest for up to 48 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that is on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Are you an experienced machinist? We have a job for you. Pasco Machine is hiring now. We offer generous wages, overtime, double time, full medical, paid holidays, and 4-day work schedule. Apply online today at pascomachine.com.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Check your mailbox or pick up a copy in-store. Buy 2 Pepsi brand 12-packs and get 2 free with an in-store coupon. Save $4 on Planters Jumbo Whole Cashews or Deluxe Mixed Nuts. Nature-made vitamins and supplements are 25% off. Plus, find great everyday value on Bi-Mart bleach. Member priced at just $2.99 for 96 ounces. The savings start Tuesday at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Tonight with David Muir, twice each day. Apple Valley News Now.
And we're taking a look at our visibility, and you can see it has dropped below a quarter of a mile in many locations out there. We're going to do your close to home forecast and show you that we do have temperatures topping out in the middle 40s later on today, similar to what we saw yesterday. 45 in the Tri-Cities, 44 in Hermiston, 45 in Prosser, and then as we go closer to the Blues, the foothills of the Blues, I should say, 44 in Walla Walla and 50 degrees in Pendleton. Back to you.
And the number of Americans alive today who can remember World War II is dwindling. But one veteran is doing his best to share his story with the younger generations. Here's ABC's Danny New. We're actually having a bit technical difficulty, so we will come back with that package later on, or that story later on. And we are going to, coming up next in our hour of Good Morning Northwest, a new measure in Walla Walla is asking voters to approve a pair of levy proposals meant to help the school district. And also a new bill in the state legislature aims to limit the impact of bots swooping in to buy event tickets for the express purpose of reselling them on third-party sites. And then meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have your full weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is now 5:57 on January 30th, 2024. We're going to check in right away with our weather forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, are we getting a lot of fog this morning? I sure hope not.
I know it was pretty foggy yesterday, Jessica. Today, not quite as foggy in the Tri-Cities area as far as the reporting site goes, but it may be worse or maybe a little bit better in your area, depending on what you woke up to yesterday. So the potential is certainly there. We do have that dense fog advisory in effect until noon today for visibility below a quarter of a mile. And from this vantage point in Richland, it's looking A-okay there, but this is only one location. It obviously can vary drastically from where you live. Now, visibility has dropped to below a quarter of a mile in Walla Walla and in Prosser. It's actually come up to a mile in Hermiston, and we're at 4 miles in the Tri-Cities. Temperatures are currently sitting in the 30s out there. We're at